All the mist has settled and we've just come back to the refuge. Though we probably should have just stayed last night and made a fire. But oh my god, it's absolutely stunning up here. The horses have gone. Don't know where the horses have gone. But the view's insane. Absolutely beautiful. Downwards now, altitude's come down to 914 metres from over 1300 metres. The mist has cleared and the temperature is now a balmy 4 degrees outside. But inside we've got we've got pretty good temps. It feels like it's getting up to like 20s now. Gloves are back off and I can feel my fingers again. See what tonight brings, but I think that was the worst of the weather this week and maybe the highest altitude we'll get to on this trip, so hopefully that was our most uncomfortable and only uncomfortable night, fingers crossed. So that was a nice visit to the Pico De Europa Visitors Centre. It's huge, but inside quite small and bijou. But yeah, it's worth popping in to have a little read about the formation of the landscapes, the wildlife, and also the local villages over history. Really interesting.
This is the National Park. The 3 massifs: Oriental Massif, Central Massif, and Occidental Massif.
So now we are heading to the Picos Mountains to do our next track. So, I'll see you back on the road. So we're heading to a lookout, St. Catherine's Lookout, overlooking the canyon, and we've come off the track for a little while before we get back onto the track over the Picos. So the hat's finally off. We've just been to St. Catherine Lookout, which is really beautiful over the gorge, and we're now heading back to the trail, which is about an hour. So we did do a bit of a detour, but it was just nice to go somewhere different today. And the weather's picked up again. It's nice and clear and 14 degrees. It'll be interesting to see how that changes between the north and south side of the Pico mountain. It is national park, so we're going to have to find our way through the trail today and then find somewhere to stay out of the national park, but we'll see what we see along the way. It'd be lovely to see some golden eagles, please, pretty please, and maybe the wolves. Please let me see a wolf somewhere. But yeah, very excited to go through the mountains today and another change of scenery. Let's go. We're in the town of Potes, and it's there was a celebration here in Spain yesterday, so I'm assuming that's why it's so super busy today. But it's so beautiful. Wish we had a bit more time to explore. I think we'll be back here again, and we're just being diverted through the town, and we're getting some funny looks with the vehicle. November, and the weather is amazing. Just look at it now. far cry from being at 0 degrees, sleeping last night on the mountaintop, freezing. Oh god, I can't do another night like that. It was just hideous. But I just loved being in the forest. It was amazing. I think maybe just got a bit too cold before bed. I had 2 pair of trousers on this morning. As we left the last village of Espinama, we were now entering the trail, south to north through the Pico De Europa, traversing through Cantabria and Asturias. The landscapes were now going to be lime formations, travelling through the Duja Valley, and I know I'm not going to be pronouncing that right, and this runs between Central Massif and the Eastern Massif, which we'd been shown down at the visitors centre. Now 2 p.m. I think the off-road trail's around 15 kilometres and the whole trail about 30 kilometres, so we'll have a quick lunch stop and then we're off again. As we've risen in altitude again, the temperature has dropped again, that's back on. Turns out I'm a bit nesh and struggling with this cold, but it's still amazing, still gritting my teeth. Road with a valley to either side and just a strip, just winding road across both sides, but it's freaking freezing. Oh my god, it just went being from fine to like wind lash, but it's an amazing road. To the left of the peaks, there was a herd of horses grazing in the shadow of the mountain. These hardy breeds of semi-wild horses graze alongside the cows, offering some protection alongside livestock guardian mastiffs. Also, as winter approaches, the horses move to lower sheltered areas where they can also seek refuge in old shepherd huts. Between the Pico Mountains, the valley stretches out into a vast landscape. With the steep slopes framing both sides, the valley invites you in like a welcoming hug. Watching the rugged landscape from here, the lands twist and turn with shadows and sunlight catching the peaks like an ever-changing painting. The wind was harsh and cold, but the bright sun masked the November chill and beckoned us to explore every inch of its beauty. Hello. Hi. I've got nothing for you. Oh. Hello. Oh my god, you're adorable. Hi. A little ear itch. Whoa.
and steal my top. Good donkey.
Saddest face ever. I've been overruled. We're not allowed to stay here with the donkey friends because it's in the national park. No golden eagles, but the donkeys had made up for it. So easy to please. If you're an animal, yeah, you've got me.
Till the river runs dry, my friend. I was born in the mountain air, it shook me to its peaks. Oh Lord, I won't come home till the mountains had its say. Oh Lord, I won't come home, I won't come home to play. Oh Lord, I won't come home till the river runs dry, my friend. I was born in the earth by hand, plucked out like a fruit. And oh Lord, I won't come home till the seed becomes a tree. I was born in the ocean's depths, made my way up the air. And oh Lord, I won't come home till I'm one with these old seas. No, Lord, I won't come home, I won't come home to play. Oh, Lord, I won't come home till the river runs dry, my friend. Oh, Lord, I won't come home, I won't come home to play. Oh, Lord, I won't come home till the river runs dry, my friend. 'Cause I was born in the river one day, wash me clean and cold. Oh Lord, I won't come home till the river runs dry, my friend.
I believe this track is around 34-35 kilometres, and we've got 18.5 kilometres of off-road tracks. Within that, there's supposed to be some sections which are moderately more difficult, where there's some grass, steep inclines. We've got the sunshine today, the rain's due tomorrow, so hopefully we'll get these tracks done today, and fingers crossed we'll get a second track in and then camp somewhere along the second trail. So just having a debate about the tyres and wheels that we've got on the Toyota, and at the minute there is 20-inch wheels, and considering going down to about 17-inch so that we can have a more robust tyre on the vehicle, because that is making us a little bit more anxious around some of the rocks and more rough terrain. Really dry today, but there is quite a few puddles because it has been raining over the last few days on and off in the areas. But we're hoping on this trail there is supposed to be a section which is not great if it's if the weather's rainy, but we're hoping that it's been dry enough to make it easy for us to access, or at least be just a little bit of an adventure to get through. One of my favourite pastimes, whether it's at home or overseas, is looking for animal tracks, and I'm pretty certain that these are actually Iberian wolf trails. And the reason being the size of the overall print, the X space between the paw pads, and also that the claws are present. It definitely wasn't a lynx, which would have had much rounder, broader prints without the claws, and they were a little bit big for dogs. So that was a really exciting find today. Maybe they're close. And then there was another surprise for us when we came across this ghost village, which we hadn't expected. And it had long been abandoned, but was a really cool place. And it was just on the most difficult of trails, so I don't know how often people pass, but it felt like there hadn't been too many people down here for some time. I later found out the village used to be Santo Adriano del Monte. It's largely considered uninhabited now. Records show that the population zero from around 2017 to 2020. Following depopulation in the 80s. Wow, this is the strangest place. It's just an old ghost town in the mountains, and there's a trough behind us for the cattle that are roaming around. So obviously the livestock managed somewhere on these hills, but there's definitely nobody any longer in these houses. The road's getting really narrow now uphill after this little ghost town. Oh, butterfly keeps going in front of me. And not sure how we're going to cope with this. It's quite wet. We haven't got the best tyres on, but we're just getting ready to see how we get on with this next elevation. Wish us luck. Yeah. Close, whoa. Very close to the side rock. Just very slow, edge slowly forward. Forward. Yeah, fine. Whoa, oh, we're getting really close. Okay. clear cliff. Oh, bull bar was really close to that wall. No. Yeah. These switchbacks are a bit mental, so you'll see got quite a height of about 20% incline and really rocky terrain. Got a good 4 inches, 5 inches this side. It's now 2:30 p.m, so we're going to just give the car a little break and grab a little snack before we continue on the trail, because we just had a bit of a hammer coming up that track. We passed 2 Spanish cyclists out in the middle of nowhere, and I think they were completely bemused by us in the car, so we stopped and had a little chat. And then they were watching us for ages before we carried on. This is like the equivalent of being in a maze walking, but in an overlander with thorny bushes, raspberries and fern and a lot of pinstriping on a super rocky road. It's the track that never stops giving. We took the wrong path and we just had a joke about the hill, and it is where we're going. So it's pretty hard to capture how steep this hillside was, but luckily the weather was on side and it was lovely and dry, because we had heard that in poor weather it was pretty tricky terrain. Definitely wasn't as scary as it looked, and not as steep as it looked, which is just so bizarre. This trail has definitely been an adventure. We've loved it. So through trees, through ghost town, through mud, through narrow roads, pinstriping the vehicle, over through the valleys, over the hilltops, and yeah, it's been a really good day, day 5. View. Oh my god, it's amazing. I'm so grateful we were blessed with sunshine today, because that trail just wouldn't have had the justice really without having the beautiful sun over those mountains, or maybe a little light mist. But if it had been really, really misty or foggy, I would have missed an absolute treat today, because it's been unbelievably stunning. And yeah, I'm even close to saying it might have been the best trail, probably from an excitement point of view so far. But it lacked a bit of wildlife for me, and I'm really surprised, because the areas we've been, you would think there'd be an abundance of wildlife. Yeah, it's the views have been absolutely spectacular, the landscapes are beautiful, so I'm hoping that I've been able to capture some nice photographs today. Again, remembering that this is part of a trail journey, so we're on the move constantly, so I can't stand around for hours waiting for the perfect light, the perfect timing, the perfect cloud. So I have to get what I can at that moment in time. So I'm sure there'll be a few shots that are memorable and I'm going to love them, want to share them, and then others that just they're really for memory making for our journey. But yeah, I'm really hoping it's like 4 p.m. now, so those pictures at the top of that peak, mid to late afternoon, so the sun's come down a little bit, so I'm hoping that I've been able to get some nice photographs, so fingers crossed for me there. And I'll share them with you at the end of the video, any that are show worthy. The autumn colours in this area were starting to get more and more vivid, and it was just like a beautiful artist palette awash with all my favourite colours. And then came another treat for the day. It wasn't wildlife, but the track opened up onto this beautiful landscape overlooking a mountainside, and I got some beautiful shots while I was here, and I didn't really want to leave. And that was a beautiful end to day 5 in northern Spain, as by the time we arrived at camp it was already dark. So onwards to the next episode, and if you've enjoyed this travel, please consider subscribing to my channel, Morel in the Wild. Good night and bye for now.